working as one. Just be aware of where he is at all times. He's known to do just spectacular things because he's a great athlete. And you just have to really be focused on where he is at all times, and making sure you're rushing into balance, making sure your rushing coverage are together, making sure you get some good pocket push, just to disrupt the quarterback.
Can you talk? We asked John about the big chain. Can you tell me about it?
Oh yeah, that's our D-line chain. We don't have any weak links. You're only strong as your weakest link. And the weakest link can break the chain, so that can be the strongest one at the times because that'll be the link that breaks the whole chain. We've just been unified as a whole team. We talk about thinking, being, and feeling as one. That's the definition of unity, and we're really unified as a team, and we like to pride ourselves on that.
He says it's an honor to wear it, but it's a tough thing to wear.
Oh yeah, it is. I actually ran out the dog walk in the tunnel with it before a game, and I was pretty winded. I feel like I did a whole series of plays with the chain on my back, but it definitely is a huge honor, man. We talked about owning our burden this year. You have to own that burden. That chain is the burden. You have to be. Sometimes you got to fight weary. You might be in the game, you might be hurt, and you might be feeling bad, but it's only good if you fight weary because your brother next to you is doing the same thing.
Jonathan, what's been the highlight of the trip thus far for you?
Disneyland.
Any particular ride, or just give me a summary?
Really, I just had fun. I got to be a kid again. I got to run around the theme park, ride all the rides, and I just had fun with my teammates. Just kind of relaxing and not worrying about football for a couple hours and going to the ESPN zone. My arm's still hurting because I always wanted to be a quarterback back in the day. So I was playing a little quarterback game for like an hour and a half, trying to be Drew Brees. You know what I mean?
What was the best ride for you?
I enjoyed Space Mountain. I enjoyed the Cars ride. A lot of the rides were actually closed because they had, some power outage or something there before. So we just kind of walked around and had fun. We got to eat some good food, and I think the ESPN zone was really my favorite.
What are all your friends and family saying back home?
Well, actually, my mom is out here. My whole family, my little sister, my cousins, they're out here. My mom was actually just at the Grand Canyon. And she sent me a bunch of pictures, and I was like, "Damn, I wish I was there. It's beautiful." But she's like, "We'll have to go again. We'll go again sometime." But my family is just kind of proud of me, and it's just a big platform to be on. And they pray for me every day, and I just realize I'm blessed to just have this opportunity to be here.
Do you have a motivational scripture or anything that they give you?
I actually have Psalms 23:4 on my wrist, like I just had it on me. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And it's just kind of been, my grandma always used to say that to me every morning, and she just used to tell me, walk by faith, not by sight. And she's a really, really spiritual woman, and that was just kind of put in me at a young age, and I just kind of carried myself as so.
So you're definitely a man of faith.
Yes.
Plan for the what ifs, or do you just kind of?
You plan for the what ifs, but you also stay, the main course. You never know what can happen. You never know, what type of athlete is going to come out. You never know. I played a game when I had the flu, and I played pretty well. I feel like that was one of my better games. I was actually sick the Florida game as well. You just have to come out, and I think he's a hungry player, and I think he'll come out and still play, sick or not. So you just have to prepare how you prepare, and then just prepare for the extra.
Your intensity level, how much higher do you think it will go, knowing that you guys are into a playoff game?
Our intensity has been pretty hard this whole year. It's been kind of, the fire was lit under us, last year, not even this year. People say, you guys came out this season, you guys are doing really well. They don't know we've been working hard for about 2 years to get to where we are now, and it's not always just that flick. You don't always get it on the first try. And we've been working really hard, and it's just kind of paying off right now, and it's just kind of showing up right now. But we've been at it for a while.
What has been the motivation for you? What makes you great?
Well, most people don't know. My dad passed away before I was born. He played football at Virginia Tech, and that's kind of always my drive. Him and my mom. I'm just a really big family guy. My grandmother, she passed away right before I was coming to Georgia, and my family has always been the thing that drives me the most. And I kind of want to finish out my dad's legacy, and he never got to make it past the collegiate level. So I kind of want to just finish out my collegiate level and keep playing and keep doing this for him.
It sounds very inspirational and motivational as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
the Auburn game, the SEC championship, there's the dog crap comment that was maybe the motivating factor. What's the motivating factor in this game?
You know, we don't really look at trash talk as a motivating factor. You know, if you start to harp on the trash talk and you kind of get out of yourself, you get undisciplined. We're just a really disciplined team. And when we played Auburn the first time, we were undisciplined. You know, we did things that weren't like Georgia. And we had to really get back to the brand of Georgia football that we are. And, our own motivation is, you know, within house. You know, we just get together as a family. We talk about what we want to do, our hopes and dreams, and we just make it happen.
Put any thought into it?
I think I'm going to stay. I mean, I made a conscious decision. You know, I just want to finish out and, you know, finish the drill. I think if you ask any one of the other guys, they'll say the same thing. It's not so much as about what you want to do at the next level, but it's always about finishing where you are. And, you know, I'm always where my feet are, and my feet right now are at the University of Georgia.
Jonathan, can you walk us through, once you step out on the field, the Rose Bowl, what will your emotions and adrenaline be like?
I'm always calm, you know. It's kind of weird, you know. It's just kind of a relaxing feeling when you step on the field. I just kind of feel at peace, like it's where I belong. You know, I'm at home. Whether any field I step on, it could be in California, it could be back at home in Athens, it could be an away game. It's just how you prepare, and when you walk up to it, you just kind of have that level of confidence that you know that you're going to dominate. And that's just me every game because I'm prepared in a way. I never change up. I just do what I'm supposed to do. Prepare the same exact way every game, every week, and you know you come and produce results.
So your excitement level stays the same?
Stays the same. Stays the same.
This is Gary G with the Inland Valley News reporting.